Hello everyone, my name's Glenn Kirkwood, I'm that referral guy, and I'm here today with my really good friend Shirley Dalton. Hey, so Shirley, how does what you do help people get more profits?
Yeah, good question, Glenn. Most people think that there's only two ways to get more profit, and that is to increase your revenue or to decrease your expenses. And your bookkeeper will tell you that, your accountant will tell you that, your business coaches will tell you that. But there's actually a third way.
Oh no, okay. Now I'm starting to get worried. What is the third?
The third way is to plug what I call the leaky bucket.
Okay.
So do you want to know what I mean by that?
I do, yeah. I do now.
So a leaky bucket comes back to your operations. So you run around and you do all of your advertising and marketing to get your customers and your revenue coming in. But as soon as it comes in, it just falls straight out the sides because your operations aren't right. So for example, say you're a graphic designer and you've allocated a certain number of hours to do a job. If you don't get that brief right and you don't do it right and you're back to the customer 2, 3, 4 times, that's time that you're not getting paid for. That's time that you could be doing a job for another customer. Another one, if you're into fabrication or making things of any kind, let's say you make kitchens, and then your systems don't allow for you to go out and take correct measurements, or you come back and you've made them but your systems aren't right, you go to put them in and they don't fit. Now you've got a kitchen you can't use, you've got an unhappy customer, and you've just lost all of that time and money. It's costing you. So it's really important to look at your operations and then to start looking at plugging those leaky, those holes in the leaky buckets. Really look to your operations, and you can look to what's happening with your customers as well. Are they all receiving the exact same consistent service?
So I know people don't have like leaky buckets around all these businesses and stuff like that. So give me some examples of how a business would identify that they've actually got leaky buckets.
The boss is screaming because people seem to be making mistakes, or we seem to be having to replace things all the time. We seem to be having to placate our customers. We seem to be apologising, or nobody knows where anything is up to. So we're expecting a shipment to come in, and has anybody told the customers? Have we got that yet? So they're little things that's costing you all of this time if you haven't got that system in place. So they're the pain points that people will be experiencing.
So do you think that would be, so a lot of larger businesses like that, but it also could be sometimes smaller businesses like in what I do, they could be running around collecting business cards, but then they're coming back to the office and they shove them around an envelope or a rubber band and they just shove them in the corner. They don't have an operations system for where does it go from here.
That's right. If you had a system, and it doesn't matter whether it's a manual system or an automated system, but if you get a good manual system and then you can look to automate it, that's even better. But yeah, if you just had a system that said every time I go to a networking function and I come back with my business cards, then I do this. And then after I've put those details in, then I do this to follow up, then you're not losing that all of that time and energy that you've gone to collect the business card in the first place. That's a leaky bucket.
So I wonder how many people actually have leaky buckets out there that didn't even realise they had leaky buckets.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Because sometimes you need to look at it from, as you said, the boss's point of view, the sales point of view, the admin point of view, the client's point of view. There's lots of different areas there, aren't there?
Absolutely, yes.
There's a lot to look at as an entrepreneur, isn't there?
There's an awful lot. And most people think, I've just got to stop spending and I've got to get more revenue. But actually, you don't. You can actually make a lot more profit. You don't have to make more sales, but you can make a lot more profit if you really get efficient and tight with your operations.
So if people identified that they are having leaky bucket syndrome, there might be a syndrome for that, what would they do?
Click on the link below.
So if that's you, just click on the link below and we can give you some more information on how you can plug the leaky bucket.